I've done it, and not on purpose. Just pick it up. So it's kind of odd. But yeah, I do some odd things anyway. But anyway, that was a pretty nice show. And they were talking about aliens and all kinds of weird, spooky, scary stuff out there. Oh, yeah. So, what else was I going to say? Darn it. I hate when I forget things. I forgot again. Go figure. Hey, shut up out there. I'm on a radio show, you dumb cat. Oh, get the cat. Oh, I'll just squirt him through the door. I wonder if it's possible. I'm squirting the door. I think I get rid of him. It's nice to have a squirt gun nearby. Sure helps. But anyway, yeah. That was an interesting. I listened to it. I don't know if that was a show I was listening to the other night. It was a long, long, long show. Oh, was that it? I don't remember. It must have been like 2 hours or something. And it seemed like 10 because they said so much stuff and it was so intense. I mean, I was like trying to catch it all. It was that intense. At least my shows, you don't have to catch anything. You just listen and go brain dead. Go brain dead while you're sitting in your bathtub drinking your alcohol. Yeah! I really don't do that anymore because I only do that when I'm depressed or I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling just like I hate my job or something. That's when I do it the most. That's when I do weird things like that. It kind of soothes me. And if you're against drinking any alcohol whatsoever, well, that's good and all, but it's like some people do drink alcohol. And I'm just talking to basically the people that do drink alcohol because that it soothes you. Sometimes things are so bad that there is nothing else you can do but look for some solution. Because sometimes being straight is just being straight constantly all the time is pretty tough, especially when you're having tough times. I'm not saying go be a drunk and live on the street. That's not good for you. But yeah, just have a little bit of wine or a wine cooler or a beer once in a while. It's not going to hurt. It's when you become a severe alcoholic is when it hurts, okay? I know people like that. I've seen people like that, that are severe alcoholics. I mean, the kind that you walk up to them and their skin smells like alcohol because the alcohol is actually coming out of their pores. And then they die in their 30s because their liver just, gets whacked out from the alcohol. So, yeah, I've seen that. Been around that. I know people like that. Or I've known people like that, that is. And it's sad because you can't do anything for them. You can't help them stop. So it's not a good thing to get addicted. Actually, it's not a good thing to get addicted to anything because addiction it's a hard thing to get through. I was addicted to cigarettes, okay? That was the only thing I've ever really been addicted to. Cigarettes were my bad downfall. So I finally did get away from the cigarettes. Now I'm on cigarette pills, okay? But at least I'm not smoking the cigarette. I've thought about getting the patch, but then it says something about getting rashes on your skin, and I already have sensitive skin, so it's not going to work for me. And the other cigarette thing, I don't want to do that. If I put that cigarette thing in my mouth, I might as well just go buy a cigarette, because it's about the same thing, and it's going to make you, I think it would just make me want to go buy a cigarette, so forget that. But, we all have nobody's perfect, there's some people out there that claim they are. I'll drink up to the people who claim they are perfect. Because, yeah, right. Because you give me 5 minutes in the same room with you and I will find something you're not perfect at, okay? So soon just sit there and brag that you're perfect. No, doesn't go with me. Sorry. Dang, man, I've got so many imperfections, and it's not even funny. So it's best I just stay in my room and never come out of the house. But no, I'm not the elephant woman, but I've got my health problems. I've had all kinds. I've had eye surgery. And I've got epilepsy. It's just one thing after freaking another. Okay, and I got to deal with it. So. To y'all perfect people out there, wait till it happens to you. That's all I can say. The same thing goes with UFOs, right? Nobody believes the UFO story unless they have seen them with their own 2 eyes, okay? Just like people don't believe that there's ghosts hanging around, people haven't seen different dimensions. They just haven't seen this stuff. Why? I don't know. They're just the unlucky ones. I call them the unlucky ones because they don't get to see it. Other people get to see it. And it's like, why isn't these certain people not able to see it? Maybe they haven't hit their head hard enough to see it, I guess. You gotta hit your head hard enough to start seeing stuff. Because I'm telling you, it's like not just like your head, your skull being cracked open like an egg, but I think there's some kind of force field sort of thing that God made that goes over your skull, okay, or somewhere in your brain that is, protected from seeing things that you shouldn't see, right? And as soon as you have a car wreck or you have a bad injury, like football or something, you hit your head really, really hard, or you have, some kind of, injury like this, I think that this cracks that eggshell open and you automatically start seeing stuff or hearing stuff. I'm not talking about hearing voices. I don't hear voices. But I have heard things coming out of my air conditioning vents. Okay? I hear songs. When my heater or my air conditioner goes on, either one, when the motor goes on, I hear a faint song playing in the motor. Okay? Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I hear it too. Sometimes I hear it from engine motors going by. I hear a faint music sound going with the motors. But that could be the drugs I'm on doing that. Woohoo! Yeah! Who knows? I don't know, but strange things happen. But the other thing is true, because I've read up and watched a lot of stuff about people that have had injuries or have gone on to the other side and came back into their body, went out of their body in spirit, came back into their body, and is still here to talk about it. But these same people have very similar things going on in their lives that I have, okay? And I went on the other side also, okay? I went up to the clouds. I didn't go to heaven. I didn't go to hell, but I went up to the clouds, and I saw everything up there, saw my relatives, heard God's voice, and ever since that time, I've been able to see things. I'm one of those people that can see things, hear things, stuff like that. Of course, the UFO incident was way before I even had a car wreck, okay? And I was on vacation, and I wasn't drinking, I wasn't doing drugs, I was just a kid, and I was just like, me and my brother are the first ones that saw it, I think, the UFO, and we got everybody else to look at it. So like 300 people saw the UFO with us, okay? It wasn't like we just saw it ourselves, okay? And I didn't have an accident yet. I didn't have anything, nothing blown to my head, nothing struck on my head. So there you go. You know, I don't know though. I'm just one of the lucky ones that gets to see these things. God chose me to see. He wants me to see. He wants me to tell. But a lot of people still don't believe it. They still think I'm a goofball and telling goofball stories. Okay? No, I am not. Okay? This is real. It's a real story. It's not a story. I didn't make it up. It's real. It's real. You know, so I don't know how to prove that, but you know, I'm not ashamed to talk about it, and I'm scared. I don't care if you call me any kind of name. Go ahead, I don't care. You want to call me names? Call me names if it makes you happy. But it's like, yeah, it's not going to make my UFO story ever go away, because I will talk about this till I'm dead. Because it's real, and I really wish I could find the people that was there that time in Mexico when we saw the UFO. Mexico is a great place to see UFOs, because most places in Mexico, it's dark. It's dark! It's so dark when you go on the beach, it's black. You can see every star in the sky that God ever made. There, you know, like where I'm living at, you know, there's not much city here, but there's still too much light to see all the stars that God ever made. I can see the Milky Way, what do you call that? Landing strip up there. I can see that. I can see some other stars, but it's still too bright. You know, you don't see all the stars. In Mexico, it's awesome. You can see a lot of stars. It's beautiful out there. Oh my goodness. You know, you get away from all that city light, and because that just ruins it, you know. But anyway, I don't really want to go down to Mexico because they have too many problems down there now, so I don't go down there anymore. Wish I could, though. I wish there wasn't any problems, so I could go there, because I love it down there. And their water over there, in I think it's Baja, California. There's Baja. It's like right below, between California and Arizona. There's like that big stretch of water. It looks like a little skinny lake. It goes all the way up and down for hundreds of miles. Just that little cove in there. That thing, the water in there is like 80 degrees. I'm not joking, okay? You walk into that ocean and you don't get cold water, okay? You know, any other place, you know, the Pacific, the Atlantic, it's all cold, you know. But you go into that one little cove, and I'm not talking about under Texas there, the Corpus Christi. No, not there. I'm talking about that little cove in between Arizona, California, and that. Yeah, but it's called Rocky Point. Look it up. Rocky Point or Puerto Penasco, okay? Puerto with the R, Penasco. It's got a little squiggly thing over the N, okay? So, and that place is awesome. That place was fun. Well, I've been to a bunch of other places up and down that coast, too. And, but that was my favorite place anyway. It was like a real small town at the time. Now it's all built up, but it was a very small place with very nice people in it. Well, a long time ago, very poor people. Real sad too, to see the poor people, you know. But they were really, really nice to talk to. My dad used to talk to them all the time. Every once in a while, you'd come across some that speak really good English, and you know, it was cool. Everybody talked together. So we had fun there. Lots of fun. Anyway, okay, go play a song. How long have I been on the radio? Oh, okay. Go see. I gotta get rid of these songs. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see. Kano, so I'll play that one. Okay. Be right back.
Guess I finally bottomed out There's nowhere left to run. Kinda feels like staring down a barrel of